You've sorted your nutrition. You're working on your habits. Now you're ready to train. Or maybe you've already started. But here's the problem. Most beginners walk into the gym or start working out at home and immediately make the same 10 mistakes. And these aren't small mistakes. They're the ones that lead to injuries, burnout, zero results, and eventually quitting. If you want to actually see progress from the effort you're putting in, you need to know what these mistakes are before they set you back. Here are the top 10 training mistakes beginners make, and exactly how to fix every single one. The top 10 one. You're skipping the warm-up. Jumping straight into heavy lifting or intense cardio with a cold body is one of the fastest ways to get injured. Your muscles, tendons, and joints need time to increase in temperature, blood flow, and mobility before they're placed under load. A proper warm-up doesn't need to be long. 5 to 10 minutes is enough. Start with light movement, then do some dynamic stretches specific to what you're training. Hip circles before leg day. Shoulder rotations before upper body. Arm swings, leg swings, bodyweight squats. Get the body ready for what's coming, and you'll perform better and stay injury-free for longer. 2. You're training too hard, too soon. Motivation is high at the start. That's normal. But going from zero exercise to training 6 days a week at maximum intensity is a recipe for burnout and injury. Your body needs time to adapt to new physical stress. Tendons and ligaments adapt much slower than muscle does, which means you can feel strong before your joints are actually ready for the load you're putting through them. Start with 3 sessions a week. Build the habit before you build the volume. Sustainable progress always beats an impressive first 2 weeks followed by a month of recovery. 3. You're not focusing on form. Ego is the enemy of progress in the gym. Loading up a bar with more weight than you can handle and grinding out ugly reps doesn't build muscle. It builds bad movement patterns and invites injury. Every major compound movement, squat, deadlift, bench press, row, has a correct technique that protects your joints and maximizes muscle activation. Learn the movement with light weight first. Film yourself from the side. Watch your form back. If something looks off, fix it before you add load. 1 month of proper technique work will pay dividends for years. 4. You're not being consistent. This is the one that holds most people back more than any other. Training hard for 3 weeks, then missing 2 weeks, then starting again. That cycle will keep you at square one indefinitely. The body adapts to consistent, repeated stimulus over time. It does not respond well to sporadic bursts of effort. 3 solid sessions per week, every week, for 6 months will produce results that most people would call dramatic. You don't need perfect sessions. You need to show up. A mediocre workout you actually do is worth 10 perfect workouts you planned and skipped. 5. You're doing too much cardio and not enough resistance training. A lot of beginners, particularly those trying to lose weight, default to cardio. Treadmill, bike, elliptical, repeat. And while cardio has real benefits for heart health and calorie burning, it doesn't build the muscle that changes your body composition long term. Muscle tissue is metabolically active. The more of it you carry, the more calories you burn at rest. Resistance training builds that muscle. It also improves bone density, joint health, and hormonal balance in ways that cardio simply doesn't. Aim for at least 2 resistance training sessions per week alongside your cardio, and you'll see results that cardio alone was never going to deliver. 6. You're not tracking your progress. If you're doing the same weight, the same reps, and the same exercises every single week, you're not progressing, you're maintaining. The principle that drives muscle and strength gain is called progressive overload, gradually increasing the demand you place on your body over time. But you can't progressively overload what you're not tracking. Keep a simple training log, a notebook, your phone's notes app, whatever works. Write down what you lifted, how many reps, how it felt. Then next session, try to beat it by even 1 rep or half a kilogram. Small increases compound into significant results over months. 7. You're neglecting recovery. More is not always better in training. Your muscles don't grow during your workout. They grow during recovery while you sleep and rest. If you're training hard every day without adequate rest, you're not giving your body the opportunity to actually adapt and improve. Overtraining leads to fatigue, declining performance, irritability, disrupted sleep, and a suppressed immune system. Build at least 1 to 2 full rest days into your week. Sleep 7 to 9 hours, as we covered last episode. And consider active recovery on rest days: a walk, a light stretch, or a swim. Recovery is not laziness. It's part of the process. 8. You're comparing yourself to advanced lifters. Walking into a gym and measuring yourself against someone who has been training for 5 or 10 years is one of the most demoralizing things a beginner can do, and it's completely pointless. That person's physique is the result of years of consistency, progressive training, and likely significant dietary discipline. You are not behind them. You're just at a different point in the same journey. The only comparison that matters is you versus last month's version of you. Are you lifting more? Moving better? Feeling stronger? That's your progress. Compete with yourself, and you'll never run out of motivation. Number 9, you're not eating enough to support your training. This one catches a lot of people off guard, especially those training for fat loss. You cannot build strength, recover properly, or perform well in the gym if you're severely undereating. Your body needs fuel, particularly protein and carbohydrates, to repair muscle tissue and replenish energy stores after training. If you're constantly fatigued, your strength isn't improving, and you dread your workouts, low-calorie intake might be a significant part of the reason. Going back to episode 1, protein at every meal, quality carbohydrates, and enough total food to support the energy demands of your training. Undereating is not a shortcut. It's a brake on your progress. Number 10, you're waiting for motivation to show up. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes based on your mood, your sleep, your stress levels, and 100 other things outside your control. Waiting to feel motivated before you train means you'll miss sessions constantly, and you'll feel worse about yourself every time you do. The solution is to stop relying on motivation and start building discipline and routine. Schedule your sessions like appointments. Lay your gym clothes out the night before. Have a default playlist. Lower the barrier to starting, because most of the time, once you've started, you'll finish. Action creates motivation far more reliably than motivation creates action. Outro and call to action last 30 sec. Those are the 10 training mistakes that are holding most beginners back. And now you know exactly how to avoid every one of them. As always, don't try to fix everything overnight. Pick the 1 or 2 mistakes that resonated most and address those first. Build from there. We're building out the full Pinnacle of Fitness series: nutrition, habits, health, training, sleep, mindset, and recovery. All in one place so you have a complete roadmap, not just fragments. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And drop a comment below. Which mistake were you guilty of? Be honest. We've all been there. We read every single one.